Out with the old.
Go ahead and do a visual on this. It's going to be incredibly important for the new prop to seat perfectly flat all the way on there.
So all our work out here is done. We're going to take the WhirlWind prop, pre-assemble it on the bench.
We got our tools pulled out.
Yep.
Mallet, torque wrench, a 1/2 inch, and a 9/16 socket. It's always good to lay out all of your hardware prior to putting it together, just so you can do a count. Everything's listed in the installation instructions so you can verify it against it.
Don't forget to take off your hub spacer, taped to the outside of the hub.
We talked about our spacer plate. We're going to go ahead and just set that on the base portion of our hub. That's the one that's going to mount to the motor.
Very good.
Lay the blades on, pitch marks up. So now we've got our blades laid out. We're going to go ahead and drop our cap on.
So the 3/8 bolts each side.
Those are our clamping bolts. So go ahead and just run those in finger tight. A little bit of weight off that blade and then go right on in.
Okay.
All right, now we're just gonna snug up all these bolts.
All right, you want me to hold this up for you?
Yes, sir. And you see that pitch mark?
I see the pitch mark.
Easy front pitch marks, easy to read.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is it's labeled left and right.
Okay.
This is a left-hand rotation prop.
Left-hand rotation prop.
We're gonna go ahead and twist that to the 15-degree mark.
All right.
We don't know if that's what your motor's gonna turn.
Right.
That's a very safe neutral mark to get started.
Okay.
So that we won't significantly overturn the prop.
All
Then
right.
we'll fine tune on the boat. And that's it, other than our 6 LXL bolts. So we're ready to go put this on the boat.
All right, are we ready?
We're ready. All right, you clear?
We are started on all 6.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and take a wrench and go ahead and snug them down. We're not gonna run the torque yet. Let's do it by hand. That way we can feel if something's on the thread. We know that we're not over torquing.
Yeah.
And now you've turned the mags off,
Yes.
disconnected the battery. What we wanna do is while it's all on there loose, before we spend a whole lot of time, is we'll turn everything through. Double check all of our clearances before we run it or do anything like that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and torque these down in a star pattern. Little bit at a time. We don't want to run any of them all the way to torque just yet.
And according to the install instructions and printed on the hub, we're going to 45 foot-pounds.
45 foot-pounds. All right, that's our LXL bolts. Now we're going to go ahead and take another look at our pitch setting and our clamp bolts, and we're going to go ahead and torque those down.
The 3/8 bolts go to 25 foot-pounds.
That is correct. Walk around the boat.
Okay.
Make sure that there's no tools left in it, nothing in the bottom that could slide up. We've already done our inspection of the back of the motor.
Right.
We want to look on top of the motor. That's where most people will leave a wrench or something like that.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and crank it up. We're going to run it up to 2,000 RPMs.
Okay.
Hold it for a few seconds. We're going to back it off and go ahead and double check all the torque bolts. Just go back and do a visual, make sure that there's nothing going on with the blades. We'll go ahead and grab the tip of the blade and give it a little wiggle back and forth.
All right.
Make sure we don't feel any slop in the hub or anything like that. All right, now we'll double check our torque.
Gotcha.
Let's see how fast we get to wide open.
Okay.
Now, if you exceed 3,000, go ahead and back off. Let's put some pitch in the blade.
All right.
If
So
you don't get to 3,000, hold it in about 5 seconds to see really what we've got.
all right.
What do we get, Michael?
So we got 26 on that run.
We're gonna take some pitch out.
All right, let's take a little bit of pitch out. All right, so we took the pitch from a solid 15 down to about a 13, you say?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that was 28 and a quarter.
Yep.
I think we're there. What do you think?
That's it. Hit the water. Now, we're
We're
gonna
ready to
go
ride.
ahead and do a double check on this.
Okay.
We've got RPMs where we want them. Everything feels smooth.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And we know it's safe to hit the water.